Hello, my name is Jason Lowry.
Peace out, homies. I'm Mark Toady.
And this is the Parkland Podcast.
It's the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. It's the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. They got plenty to say. They got plenty of heart. On the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. It's the Parkland Podcast. Yeah, the Parkland Podcast. It's the Parkland Podcast. Yeah, the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. Jason and Mark.
It is episode number 91 of the Parkland Podcast. Good morning. Happy Saturday to you. It's going to be a warm Saturday.
It was a warm Friday. I loved it.
Yeah. Did you get out in the woods?
I did get out in the woods. I didn't go see my chair this week. I went to another part of St. Joe State Park. Went for a nice walk in the woods. It was very nice.
Very good. We got a great show coming up for you today. Lots of great guests. We are going to be joined from the City of Desloge by Pete Pasternak, Stephanie Daffron, Keith Probst, and I believe the city attorney for the City of Desloge too?
Possibly. That's
Possibly.
what Keith was telling me,
That's
yes.
what Keith said, well, just so we're legal. But they're going to tell us about Proposition U on the ballot and some other things going on in the City of Desloge as well. Mark Cook from Cook Financial will be our guest. And we're going to do a little bit of a two-part interview with him. We're going to talk about the business, and then we're going to get an update on the big F3 workout program that continues to grow in our area.
Yeah, I'm not good enough for F3. I'm still upwards around F7 or F8.
So higher is worse.
I'm thinking that's the way it's got to be. Yeah, whichever direction is worse. That's
okay, that's where you are. So Mark will be our guest, and then is it Dustin from F3 as well who's going to join us?
I believe that's Dustin.
Okay.
That's who he said.
Awesome. Very, very good. And then Farmington R7 Board of Education candidate Vanessa Pegram will join us. You've interviewed Vanessa probably before with City Council on the City of Farmington.
A couple of times. She's very nice. Very, very nice.
She's very nice. She's very nice.
She's on the City Council, and now she's running for school board. I saw her yesterday at the ceremony for Larry Forsyth, or Thursday, I should say, for Larry Forsyth, where they named a building after him. And we'll have that interview with Larry coming up later on the podcast. We also have our Bella Herman health tip of the week whenever you are ready.
Okay, we'll get that in just a second. Let's make sure we thank our sponsors, Parkland Pharmacy, small town pharmacy at its finest. Discover Farmington. Find out more at discoverfarmingtonmo.com. First State Community Bank, online at fscb.com. Cook Financial, LLC. They do so many things. And returning sponsor to the program, Southeast Missouri Mental Health Center. They got a big job opening that we're going to tell you about in just a little bit. Did you become a new uncle?
I did. I want to say good morning to Laura Lee and Eric King. They have welcomed Leon Jeffrey King into the world, born earlier this month at 2:10 a.m. Now, Laura Lee is like 6'2".
Okay.
And Eric is 6'5". So you know this wasn't going to be a short baby. 7 pounds, 7 ounces.
Hey, all right.
20 inches long.
Yes.
It's hello baby. It's beautiful little baby boy. So congratulations, Laura Lee.
Yeah.
I've known her since she was about 12 or 13 years old, and now she's a brand new mama. So I want to congratulate those two folks.
Awesome. Saying good morning on the Facebook live stream to Chad Winch. Chad, busy covering the NCAA tournament in St. Louis.
Chad, Duke almost bought the farm this week.
Oh, man. SLU looked amazing, didn't they?
SLU did. Mizzou, not so much.
No, Mizzou kind of choked. Good morning, John Moore, tuned in and watching this morning. Dylan Vogel says to tell Mayor Pete Pasternak that he says hi.
Hey, good morning, Dylan.
Our man in Esther, Park Hill City Councilman Alan Coleman, watching this morning says good morning. And our audio engineer, Kayla Botkin. Kayla saved our bacon last week when we didn't have any audio. She was the
Way
first
to go,
one.
Kayla.
So good morning. I hope everything sounded well this morning for you, Kayla. So we talked about, I guess I'm ready now for that health tip. What did Bella have for us this week?
Yeah, Bella, by the way, our latest paid professional on the Parkland podcast, gets $1 for
Wow.
each of her health tips here. She's very excited.
Hey, she sells a sponsor. I'll let her keep the commission.
I told her if she works every Saturday at the Farmington Civic Center. If she ever gets a Saturday off, she can come join us.
Yeah.
Do the health tip live. Anyway, she says that Semmelweis, a Hungarian physician, this is kind of interesting, invented hand washing in 1847. He noticed that after he practiced basic hand hygiene, he had a lower rate of patient mortality. Basic hand hygiene, Germex and washing with hot water and soap, although I doubt that Germex was around in 1847.
Yeah, a few years later.
Germex, washing with hot water and soap, is the leading preventer of the common cold, flu, and common illnesses. So wash your hands. Keep Germex with you and wipe down your shopping carts at Walmart. That's our Bella Herman health tip of the week.
I never think about that with the shopping. And usually most places, too, have like the little cloth or little wipes they give you to do that. And I never think about that. I just go full bore.
I used to work out over at the old Better Bodies, and there was a doctor that worked out with me, and somebody told me once that the shopping carts at Walmart are some of the, and any grocery store, not just Walmart, are some of the most germ-carrying things because you never know whose hands are on there. And he goes,
Right.
And the doctor said, you know where else you need to wash your hands? You need to wash them after you leave the gym. And he goes, think about all the hands that have been on those weights, especially the free weights. And as if to emphasize this, as soon as he said that, I turned around and some guy came walking out of the restroom to start lifting weights, and he sneezed, did not cover his mouth. He went, pooh, and spittle just flew everywhere. And I'm like, okay, wash your hands at the gym. I got it. I got it.
Anytime I'm on a kiosk, I've noticed here lately, especially at Panera, I'll start tapping the keyboard, and as soon as I start tapping this community keyboard, I feel like I need to touch my nose or touch my face. So I'm doing all that kind of stuff too, and getting germs out there. So yeah, everybody wash your hands. That's a good message from Bella Herman. Got a chance to visit with a little brother and her mom this week during parent-teacher conferences, and we're trying to figure out where Porter's going to go to college, and he wants to go somewhere for engineering, but the first school I suggested to him doesn't have enough girls. So
that's always my priority.
So
comes to figuring out higher education.
So and of course he wants to continue football at the college level as well. So we're going to try to figure out that. We're looking at maybe Missouri State now as an option because at least I believe there's an all-girls college still in Springfield and lots of other places to find young ladies.
The chicks are real babes there.
Yes,
so that helps.
There you go, Porter. Anything else exciting happened to you this week? Anything you did? Places you went?
Very, very calm week.
Good.
Went to St. Joe State Park. Had a church dinner on Wednesday. Went to the St. Joe Fish Fry yesterday.
Yeah, how was it? I did not make it.
It was very good as always. They had toasted cheese sandwiches. I wasn't too excited about, but then I ate one and I thought this is
they're good.
Really good. Yes. And then Linda Gillespie was there, and she works out at the gym sometimes, same time I do, and she makes the best pumpkin rolls, and she saved me one.
Ooh.
I think I was the only one that had a dessert that had my name on it on the card.
Wow. Save for Mark Toady.
She spelled my last name wrong, but that's okay. I got the pumpkin roll.
You didn't have to show ID.
Yes.
Monday, I took a group of students to Columbia to tour the J School at the University of Missouri. And our first we had 3 different presenters from the college, all professors that all worked in the School of Journalism. And I kept looking at the first guy. I'm like, man, I have seen this dude on TV, or maybe I know him or something. And he starts talking. I'm like, that's John Anderson from SportsCenter.
Oh, I thought you meant John Anderson from
Swinging. That's what everybody else has said. When I say, hey, I met John Anderson this week. Swinging? No, and also host of Wipeout, if you remember the TV show Wipeout.
I remember the song Wipeout.
Wipeout. But anyways, he was super awesome. Very, very nice. Got my picture taken with him this week.
Good
also,
Mizzou guy, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So he retired from Sports Center. And then the other two professors we had were really, really good too. And the whole time, like the professors are getting ready to ask questions, and I'm looking at my kids, and I'm like, oh man, don't ask that kid. Don't ask that kid. They never pay attention to class. I'm like, ooh, ask her. She's smart, you know. But they all did great. All of their answers were super solid, and I was not embarrassed to be their teacher. So that was a lot of fun. And then we went to let's see, we had Shakespeare's Pizza. Actually, they gave us Shakespeare's Pizza as like part of the tour.
A Mizzou tradition.
Yeah, absolutely. We went to the newsroom and saw like a meeting for their newspaper when they were putting everything together. And then we hit Cyberg's on the way back about Wentzville, because that was kind of like halfway in between. And they no longer serve shark. Did you know that?
I didn't know they ever served.
Oh, yeah, they used to serve shark and alligator. And apparently the waitress said about 10 years ago, shark came off the menu because of the endangered species status. So can't eat shark anymore in St. Louis.
Shark, not on the menu. That took a bite out of the menu.
Ah,
Hey, good morning to Megan Maurer. She just sent me her son's 1-year birthday.
Hey, all
It was
right.
Today. Good morning, Teddy. And we're going to have them on birthdays coming up here a little bit later on.
Yeah.
But that serves as a good reminder to send us your birthdays about a week in advance, because we're a week in advance on all our birthdays, too.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you send one like right now, like Megan did, we'll see it.
Yes.
But otherwise, yeah, the further in advance you can go, the better. But now that we're live, you know, we can do these like on the fly if you want. Got any music trivia for
I've
us?
got trivia.
Any trivia for us?
Well,
yes.
you know, the NCAA
yes.
basketball tournament
Okay.
is underway, and I figured we just do basketball trivia.
Okay, great.
Who were the only 2 number 1 seeds to lose in the tournament
Oh gosh.
in the first
Oh
round?
gosh. Was Arizona one?
I don't know. You tell
I'm
me.
gonna say Arizona was one, and was it Villanova?
Well, you're off to a really, really, really poor start.
Oh crap!
Virginia and Purdue. Virginia lost to
right.
the University of Maryland in Baltimore County. Purdue lost to Fairleigh Dickinson.
Fairleigh Dickerson.
All right. Tyus Edney.
Tyus Edney. Oh,
Why should Missouri fans hate him?
because he hit the buzzer beater for UCLA going coast to coast
All right. Yeah, very good.
back in 90-something,
Yeah,
92-ish.
It was horrible. What I watched.
Tyus Edney.
I watched it as it happened. It was
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah.
All right. One of these you'll get. You should get both of these, actually.
Okay.
Which teams have won the most NCAA basketball titles on the men's side and on the women's side?
Women's, I'm going to say, is UConn, University of Connecticut. I guess men's probably either Duke or North Carolina. I'll go Duke. Duke for men, and no.
How soon you forget.
Uh-oh.
UConn is correct
On the
women's
ladies,
side.
okay.
2 words for you.
Yeah.
John Wooden.
Oh, yeah, of course,
UCLA's
UCLA.
won 11, and UConn women have won 12.
Yeah, yeah.
What player has scored the most points in an NCAA men's championship game?
Ooh. Boy.
I watched this game.
You watched that game? Okay, well, that gives me some form of reference. I don't know, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Bill Walton
Bill Walton.
scored 44 points versus Memphis.
Oh, man.
Memphis State in 1973. Listen to this. He made 21 out of 22 shots.
Huh.
That's amazing to me.
Wow.
Okay, how many times has St. Louis, the city, hosted the Final Four?
Twice.
4 times.
4 times. Wow.
4 times. 1973,
Okay.
1978, and apparently I left the 4th one out of there. It's 2005, so Oh, no, 3 times. I'm
3
sorry.
times, yeah.
3 times. Okay. And this amazed me. I saw this on, pardon the interruption, this week.
Great show. Love those guys.
How many years in a row has the Tennessee women's basketball team made the NCAA tournament?
Oh, my gosh. Was it Pat Summitt was their coach for a long, long time?
Mm-hmm.
Long time. One of the winningest ever.
All you female basketball fans out there, you'll appreciate this question.
Yeah. I'm going to say it is a very large. It is a muy bueno. I'm going to go 52 years in a row.
You're close. 44.
Okay. Wow.
I would have never guessed that. I would have said, I don't know, 20.
Yeah. No, it's quite a run.
Very impressive.
Way to go. Okay. Well, so I did.
Much more impressive than your trivia.
Yes. I really sucked it up right there. But that's okay. Hope you had fun playing trivia with us as well.
If you have a question, send it in.
Ooh, yeah, absolutely. That'd be great. Hey, Southeast Missouri Mental Health Center, Mark, has a position they're looking for. They're currently hiring certified med techs for the Sorts Farmington location. Starting pays between $48,000 and $51,000 annually. Benefits include a generous retirement plan, 3 weeks paid vacation, and 13 paid holidays. Life, health, vision, and dental insurance also available. Interested applicants should contact Human Resources at 573-218-6800. The Missouri Department of Mental Health is an equal opportunity employer. And Mark, people say it all the time, great place to work, one of the largest employers in our area.
They're great people to work with. I've dealt with them through radio, doing interviews for many, many years. We just had Walt Barron, who's a longtime employee there. They're just fantastic people. They do a great service to this community, and it's a great company to work for.
So check it out again, 573-218-6800. Certified med techs is what the Missouri Department of Mental Health is looking for.
We are loaded with listeners this morning. Caleb Botkin, good morning. Kendall Bourne, I hope you had a great time at the Farmington Regional Chamber of Commerce meeting, or banquet, I should say, last night. That's the first one I have missed since...
Probably what? 88. Oh, my gosh.
Like
wow.
Yeah, they used to have it at the Farmington Elks, and they used to have it in the Armory.
Right.
Civic Center. I've been around.
You have.
Michelle Robbs, good morning. Alan Coleman, John Moore. Our people fresh on London, Sarah Henson, best trail mix ever. She dropped some trail mix off yesterday, brought her boys with her. We had a nice little discussion. Can't wait to try the chili lime. They're opening up their little market on London Street just outside Farmington today. So stop by, get some great trail mix from them. Dylan Vogel saying the D-Man.
The D-Man.
Good morning to you. And Christina Jackson, happy birthday. Her and her husband Stan are probably playing chess right now.
Playing chess? That's what they do in the mornings?
He's a chess player.
I figured they might be on a walk and listening to the podcast on their phone as they walk, which is, I'm looking for the info. Never mind. Okay. Also want to thank First State Community Bank, FSCB.com as the website. First State Community Bank is the official sponsor of the Parkland podcast, and they do such a great job in the community, Mark.
Their banking services are second to none. And their community involvement is second to none as well. They do a great job. When we would do the prayer breakfast at Country Days, there'd be like 20 people there, and we'd be like, man, where is everybody? And all of a sudden, coming down from the bank, about 42 people from First State Community Bank would be there. They love getting involved in the community. Kristen Benscooter, I hope you're feeling better. I saw her the other day, and she's on the road to recovery.
All right.
And Tanya Thomas, good morning to you as well, and all the good folks. Andy Buchanan.
Saw him walking around the halls of Farmington High School parent-teacher conferences Thursday night.
Checking up on the Black Knight branch of First State
Community. Yeah, which is running very smooth, by the way. First State Community Bank online, FSCB.com, an equal housing lender, member FDIC. News up next in the Parkland Podcast, 8:19 on this Saturday.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries. Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
Let's check your latest news now here on the Parkland podcast. The St. Francis County Sheriff's Department has received multiple reports of the missed jury phone scam making the rounds again. Scammers are calling residents while pretending to be a deputy from the St. Francis County Sheriff's Department or a judge or judge's assistant with our local court system. The scammers claim you missed jury duty, insist a warrant is being issued for your arrest, and then demand payment over the phone to fix it. The Sheriff's Department reminds you they'll never call you to notify you of a warrant or ask for payment online. Courts do not call you about warrants or fines. If you miss jury duty, you will not be notified by phone, text, or email. These scammers often use fear and urgency to pressure victims into paying fake fines. If you receive a call like this, hang up immediately and do not share any personal information or payment of any kind. Stay alert, protect your information, and help spread the word so others don't fall victim to this long-running scam.
The Missouri Legislature has passed a wide-ranging criminal and juvenile justice bill. Senate Bill 888 includes measures designed to combat crime by juveniles. The provision gives counties the authority to create a 1% sales tax to fund the construction of jails to hold youth. The bill also imposes a new mandatory minimum sentencing rule. They include requiring anyone convicted of a Class A felony to serve at least 70% of their sentence before being eligible for parole. Class A felonies include murder, first-degree assault and robbery, kidnapping, and forcible rape of a child under 12. The bill now goes to the governor.
Earlier this week, the city of Farmington had a formal dedication, and our guy, Mark Tody, was there.
Former Farmington Mayor Larry Forsythe joins us now on the Parkland podcast. He was honored this week. He had a beautiful new building named after him, the Mayor Larry D. Forsythe Public Works Complex. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, Mark. Appreciate you.
Didn't really realize this was going to happen. You looked like you were taken a little bit by surprise.
Yeah, I was very surprised because I just didn't think that, there's a lot of other people that deserve this more than I do. I mean, I have to tell you that.
I don't know about that, but I noticed that when the current mayor, Chris Morrison, talked about you in his opening statement, he talked about nobody caring about the citizens and the employees of this town more than you. And so, as somebody that's known you for 30 some odd years, I know that's true.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm a true Farmington person.
And you have seen this town through a lot of growth over your time.
Oh, yeah, a lot of growth. Yeah, a lot.
What really sticks out to you?
The way the city's performed for the citizens is what really sticks out. And I knew it would, I mean, we got good administration. We got very good employees that care for the citizens and care for what they do. And that's what really makes a little town like ours grow.
I remember when you were first on the council, one thing that really stood out to you was the Smith Street subdivision and all the flooding. You had a soft spot in your for public works from the get-go, didn't you?
Oh yeah, because that's the heart of the city. I mean, if it don't flush or it don't run or it don't turn on, then you have nothing. And if you keep them infrastructure up like we have, that's what I'm proud of most is, being on public works for so many years. And Smith subdivision, you had to bring that up, didn't you? I think that's I think we're getting a head start on that, or we're getting ahead of it now, hopefully.
Well, that was really the springboard to all the different areas around this town where there were flooding issues. That was kind of the one that started, let's get those fixed.
Yes, it did. Yeah, it started, and we had many public meetings about that, and and we had voices of the public and things like that. And so, yeah, it was a starting point, yes. But then it became, just another part of the city, just another little problem that we fixed. Is
it crazy to you to think back of like your first budget when you got on the council and where the budget is at today?
When I first got on the council, they put me on Public Works, and we were in charge of the Hydro Tower out there by the Middle Area Hospital. And they gave that, I was the chairman of that committee, and that's when it started. I really started getting interested in Public Works.
So what are you doing now?
I work at Farmington Building Supply, and I just bother my wife a lot.
She seems to put up with it well.
Oh, yeah, she's a good woman, yes.
So they always say you want to make sure you leave wherever you're at better than when you got here. Are you confident that you left Farmington in better shape than when you arrived?
Yes, I sleep well at night knowing that, what a person like me who has no really formal education or anything, just a high school diploma, yeah, I feel very well about what I've done, and what I've accomplished, and who I've met through the way.
Thank you, by the way. And this could almost be a Lifetime Achievement Award, couldn't it?
I guess I'll let you know.
After 30 some odd years.
Yeah, this is something that I really didn't want, but I got it anyway, so I'm going to take it for all it's worth.
Well, congratulations, Larry. That was a well-deserved honor.
Well, thank you, Mark. Thank you for talking to you.
It's been a pleasure working with you for all these years.
I appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, back at you.
You're all right.
All right, former Farmington Mayor Larry Forsythe, the Larry D. Forsythe Public Works Complex, named in his honor this week with the city of Farmington.
And again, Mark, thanks for that report from the city of Farmington this week. What about the weather, Mark Tody? The weather has been immaculate.
The weather has been much better than the price of gasoline. I don't know if you've noticed, but the
Gas Buddy.
price of gas has gone up over $1 in just the last 4 to 5 weeks. In St. Francis County, the cheapest place for a gallon of gas, according to Gas Buddy, is Bonne Terre at $3.49 a gallon, going up to $3.57 in Bismarck, $3.66 at a station in Desloge, and $3.69 at a station in Farmington.
Okay, so GasBuddy.com, a place for you to go if you want to try to find that cheapest gas. All right, now the weather, Mark Tody.
Oh, it's going to be summer today, which is going to make Monday feel really cold. We'll have sunshine today. We could see 90 degrees today with light west winds. Tonight's low 63, back up to 90. Then maybe a little rain Sunday night, just a slight chance with an overnight low in the 30s. And then sunny and 59 for the high on Monday. But then we bounce back to 61 and then 74 come Wednesday and back into the 80s on a Thursday before we cool off again on Friday. So say hello to your sinuses and your allergies.
Right now we have 51 degrees here at Ransome's in Desloge on the Parkland podcast. Quick break. That's brought to you by Discover Farmington. Events are next. We'll have our interview with the City of Desloge coming up as well. It's the Parkland podcast on this Saturday morning.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries, Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
Your events are powered by Discover Farmington, more than you ever imagined. Find out more about entertainment, dining, outdoor activities, wineries, and more, courtesy of Discover Farmington.
There's a big spring open house in downtown Farmington today throughout the day.
Boy, they picked a good day for that.
They sure did.
How about meet the candidates for the Central R3 and City of Park Hills candidates? That's March 26th. That'll be 6 o'clock at the Central High School Auditorium.
The Farmington High School Theater Guild presents Cinderella the Musical, March 26th through the 29th at Truman Auditorium.
And right across the street, More Than Just a Man, the Easter musical for the First Baptist Church of Farmington, also taking place March 26th through the 29th.
Fish fries, we've got them for you. There's going to be another one coming up Friday. Last night's was delicious. St. Joe Catholic Church of Farmington, the VFW in Desloge, the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church in Park Hills. They're doing a remodel of the inside of the church. It's going to look great. I think it might be done. They want to have it done by Easter for sure.
Hey.
And there's a pancake breakfast with the Easter Bunny coming up next week at 7:30 at the Methodist Church in Farmington.
Feed My Sheep Bake Sale. That happens next Saturday, starting at 9 o'clock at the Desloge First Baptist Church. We will do the show from Feed My Sheep next week.
There's a big dodgeball tournament for the St. Francis County Mental Health Board Youth Coalition next Saturday, 9 to noon at Farmington High School.
Local author Dr. John Fitz will be signing his book series, The Age of Arthur, at Aesop's Treasury, March 28th from 1 to 3.
They have a new location. I think they're in their new location.
Yes,
where the
looks great.
Ministerial Alliance Food Pantry is. Molly Healy, who is a looping violinist and singer, will perform next Saturday at 7 o'clock at the Mac Theater.
Ventriloquist Todd Oliver and Friends, March 28th, 7 p.m. at the First State Community Bank Center in Farmington.
There's a spring market day at the Farmington Coliseum Sunday from 10 to 3.
Boost Women's Conference, presented by the Farmington Regional Chamber of Commerce, is March 31st, 8 to 10 a.m. at the Mac Tech Center.
Big Easter egg hunt in Desloge, April 1st, 4 o'clock at Desloge City Park.
Farmington Bluegrass Concert Series, Stringed Union, performing April 10th, 7 p.m. at Long Hall.
The SEMO Family Violence Council Spring Trivia Night, April 10th, 7 o'clock at St. Paul Lutheran School Gym.
27th Annual St. Francis County Health and Resource Expo, April 11th, 8 to noon at the Weber Road facility.
And local author John Fitz, again signing his book series, The Age of Arthur, at the Farmington Public, I'm guessing, library.
I hope so.
April 18th from 11 to 3.
And Farmington Flower Walk, that happens downtown Farmington, April 25th from 10 to 4.
Big Bluegrass Concert, Greer Company, May 1st, 7 o'clock at Long Hall.
And catch the Easter Bunny here today at Ransome's in Desloge from noon to 2. The Easter Bunny actually left me a note. I know, right? He's going to be here, right here, today at noon. Those are your events. They're powered by Discover Farmington, more than you ever imagined. Find out about local events. Even book a wedding or day trip today at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
Your future deserves more than guesswork. It deserves a plan. At Cook Financial LLC, we provide personalized financial planning tailored to your goals, from investment strategies to retirement planning. And we don't stop there. We also offer personalized and commercial insurance solutions designed to protect what matters most: your family, your business, and your legacy. Whether you're building wealth, preparing for retirement, or safeguarding your assets, we're here with personalized guidance. Call 573-664-1032 to schedule your personal consultation. Planning today for a more confident future. Cook.
Sports time on this Saturday morning, 8:33 and 51 degrees. Here's your softball scores from yesterday.
Big winners include St. Genevieve over Cedar Ridge, Arkansas 6-4. Woodland put up 19 on Arcadia Valley, but Ellington takes the prize with 27 runs in a win over Bismarck.
Baseball scores from yesterday. Rockwood Summit gets past Farmington 6-5. Valley Catholic, a one-run winner over Hillsboro 7-6. North County Raiders pick up a win in their first game, 7-4 over Jefferson, but fall to Notre Dame 10-0. West County takes a pair from Kingston 10-0 and 19-0. And Hillsboro a 15-0 shutout of St. Gen. The St. Louis Patriots beat Central 13-11. And Saxony Lutheran blanks Fredericktown 15-0. Bismarck 10 runs Bourbon 11-1.
One boys tennis match had Farmington beating North County 5-4.
And then track and field, the Rebel Relays took place yesterday. Farmington won on both the boys and girls side. North County second on both the boys and girls side. St. John boys came in fourth. Potosi girls came in third.
New coach for the St. Genevieve Dragons football team, Eric Krupe, the longtime Farmington football coach, has been named new head coach of the St. Genevieve Dragons squad.
And MAC basketball, big news for MAC. Junior College National Tournament, Hutchinson, Kansas. The 5th visit all-time in school history. They're in action tonight. They play Monroe University, which is out of New York City. 5:30 tip-off. Cards have been to Hutch in 77, 2013, 2015, 2021, and this year. And a win, Mark Tody, and they could face their previous head coach, Greg Hillar.
Yes. That's what everybody's hoping for.
All right, so best of luck to Coach Irons and the men in Hutchinson, Kansas this evening. Meanwhile, MAC baseball in action yesterday.
Yeah, but they probably wish they weren't. They lost 2 to Crowder, 9-7 and 13-2. I believe they're 18-9 on the season, and they'll host Crowder today in another doubleheader.
At Hal Lowry Field with that new turf, looking great.
Yeah.
And then MAC softball, they're idle today, 16-6 on the year. They will play St. Charles Community College coming up on Wednesday. Next up, we'll talk City of Desloge. We got the mayor, we got the city administrator, and we have an alder person, and they're all going to join us next here on the Parkland podcast. Good morning.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Back on the Parkland podcast here on this Saturday morning, 8:37. We got a current temperature outside of 52 degrees. There'll be many things to vote on this year during the April election. Some people have already placed their ballots as early voting is underway. But if you go to the polls on April 7th and you're a resident of Desloge, you will have the Proposition U use tax on the ballot. And here to talk about that and some other things going on in the city of Desloge, we have the Honorable Mayor, Pete Pasternak. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Doing good. Thanks for having us.
And you brought the brains of the operation here with the city of Desloge, Stephanie Daffron, City Administrator. Hello. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
And then, of course, the security of the group here this morning, Keith Probst, Alderman for the city of Desloge. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, everyone.
All right, so let's get right to the main issue. People have questions. We're here to have some answers. Proposition U. Why is the city of Desloge running Proposition U on the ballot this April?
Well, that was a decision that the board made. That was, I think it's back in January when that final decision was made. We'd actually been talking about it as far back in the fall, and we put it on the ballot, and then it's going to be up for the voters to decide on that. But I'll let Stephanie get in on the particulars of what a use tax is, because she did a lot of work and research. She was the one that did the flyer that went out to the residents.
All right, so give us the elevator speech, Stephanie. What is a use tax? How will that change taxes for people that live in Desloge if approved?
So the use tax is basically a tax for people that purchase products online out of the state of Missouri. Right now, the city doesn't charge a sales tax, use tax for that. So when they order something online out of the state of Missouri, then if this passes, they'll be charged 3%, which is the same amount as our sales tax.
It kind of levels the playing field, doesn't it?
Yes.
Because right now you have Amazon, those purchases, and we don't mean to pick on Amazon, but those purchases are not getting a tax from the city of Desloge. Meanwhile, if you go to, say, Ransome's and buy something, you are paying a city tax.
Yes, that's correct.
So is this where has the city, I guess, been losing out on this money over the years?
Yes, we have, and it kind of, like you said, levels the playing field for those brick and mortar stores that we have locally in our community. I know that a lot of people try to shop online because it's cheaper. They feel like they're getting things at a discount. Even with this use tax, they'll still be getting things cheaper if they order online. But it does kind of level the playing field for those businesses, local businesses here in Desloge.
So how will you use the money? Does it go just into the general account, or do you have it earmarked?
So we have this earmarked for infrastructure, for public safety, for solid waste. It's going to help with those different cash funds for our projects. We do have several large projects going on in the city of Desloge that's using our transportation fund, our stormwater fund, public safety fund. So this will help generate some more revenue so that we can keep building and keep prospering and keep working on our infrastructure.
I know one of the projects that could be a possibility with this is a new city pool. Is that still on the table? And if so, what would be maybe the timetable for that work to begin?
Yes, that's one thing that we desperately need is a new pool. We keep a baby in our pool. Every year we, sink more money into it to repair the pump room and the pumps and the gauges and different things like that. So it is one of those things that we need for our community. It's well used. Everyone comes and swims, and we have pool parties and different things like that. So it is one of the things that is used a lot by our citizens.
Where will people be able to vote at? I know that's been changed around a little bit.
Yeah, that's going to be, the closest for the Desloge voters is going to be in Bonne Terre at North County High School and Mineral College in Park Hills. There's also the other sites that the county clerk has at the Civic Center or Election Central, but there's not going to be a polling place in Desloge anymore this year. So there used to be 3 of them, and we tried to get the county to reconsider that. Unfortunately, it didn't work, but the county clerk, he came in January, and he said, depending on how this goes, he's open to revisiting that in the future. So we'll see, but there's not going to be a polling place in Desloge this year, so it'll be North County or Mac, probably the 2 best options for residents.
Have you gotten any reaction to that? Are people upset?
Yeah. There's a lot of people upset, and it's tough that there's not going to be a polling location in Desloge anymore, but it's kind of died down. I think people have realized that whether they like it or not, it's that's what the decision's been made. So,
and was it SMTS?
Yes.
Is going to supply transportation for those who can't get on their own out to, whether it be North County or Mineral area, and they're going to offer their services for transportation.
Okay.
So the community is stepping up to try to help people.
Yes.
let's talk about another subject in the city of Desloge that got a lot of attention, even though this wasn't a Desloge product. This was Missouri Department of Transportation. But the roundabout. Everybody hated the roundabout. Everybody loves the roundabout now. Is that kind of how the messaging has been from the citizens that you've heard?
Yes, without a doubt. It's, you know, I was skeptical at first about it, you know, and like you said, we didn't have anything to do with it, but I haven't seen traffic backed up, you know, since it's opened up, you know, and before, back around the time like school would get out, you know, how bad, I'm sure you've seen how it get backed up all the way to the highway. So, you know, I guess engineers know what they're doing. So
I think, to me, I do that once a week. The key was getting the proper signage there as to who has to yield and who has the right of way.
Yes.
You know, yield to the left, steer to the right, you know, and once you get in that circle, do not stop. You know where you're going.
Don't stay us, please.
And get off where you need to get off, but don't stop, because you're going to get rear-ended for sure.
Yeah, and I had one guy, or actually a couple of them, they said, like, if you're making a 90 degree, making a right turn, like, you never get in a roundabout, you know, because there's that extra lane there. So, you know, it's I think it's been good for the traffic at Desloge. Yeah.
I think what gave it the black eye was the construction process, because it did have traffic jacked up, you know, and everybody was saying, oh, this is what we're going to get. No, this is what you got. It's a much easier to navigate. It moves people, moves traffic, and it's a time saver.
What are some other things coming up in the city of Desloge? I know you guys are starting to work on the next fiscal budget. Outside of whether or not this tax passes, are there other projects, other things that are lined up that the city needs to take care of in this next year?
The 3 TAP grants that have been awarded, that's been a slow process when you're working with the state on there, and there's been some holdups out of our control, but hopefully the sidewalk on Desloge Drive, the sidewalks on Oak Street, the sidewalks on Lincoln Street, that's a little bit further out because that was just awarded last year. But hopefully those other 2 on Oak Street and Desloge Drive will get started soon. Stephanie, do you want to go ahead and add to any? Is there anything else that you can think of?
Just our Brim, Monroe, stormwater. We're working on that.
Ooh, you got my attention.
Yes.
I watched my neighbor's yard almost flush away.
We talked about that at the Board of Aldermen meeting last Monday, where hopefully we can get that started sooner rather than later, because that's been a problem that's been affecting those residents in that area for a long time. So.
Well, we talked about the rising price of gasoline just a few minutes ago. With the budget process, how do you budget for like gasoline for all your vehicles and things when you don't know week to week what the price of gas is going to be?
Well, actually, we just installed our own fuel tanks, so we're purchasing fuel in bulk, and we're getting that at a reduced cost. So hopefully we will have the cheapest fuel possible when we get those shipments delivered. So we're hoping that kind of helps save. But, you know, we just kind of go off of what we've done in the past and kind of average that out. And, you know, the budget is just an average. You know, sometimes you go over, sometimes you go under. So you just do your best.
Yeah.
We got really lucky, too. We installed those at the perfect time because it's been a couple weeks, but I saw that our first, and they're 1,000-gallon tanks, right? Is that right? That's 1,000 gallon?
550 gallon.
Okay, and it was $266.9 what we bought it for, so it was like at the perfect time.
You did good, yeah.
Very, very good. Anything else coming up in the city of Desloge we want to get out there while we have you guys on mic this morning?
We got the food truck Fridays are on the fourth Friday of the month that the Trevor Bradley from the Parks Department has organized. So we started that in February as a good event, and that'll be coming up this week, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. This coming Friday, and so that'll be throughout the whole year in Desloge Park?
Yes.
Wow, great, fantastic.
And you already mentioned the egg hunt, I heard earlier. That's coming up on April 1st.
Yeah. And then we'll have I just popped into my mind and then
The summer-
drifted away. Summer concert series, yes. Have some of those coming up as well.
Yep.
That Parks Department will be getting out. Last message to the voters. Again, talk a little bit about what they'll be voting on in the city of Desloge when it comes to Proposition U.
Well, there's only one contested race too, and that's for Ward 3 Alderman, where Debbie Kester's running for re-election. But as far as you want to take over on the use Prop U, Stephanie, on that.
Anything else folks should know?
Well, I would also, if anyone has any questions regarding the use tax, please call City Hall. I'd be happy to talk with anyone regarding that. The use tax is a tax for online purchases that are purchased out of the state of Missouri. So I just want everyone to get out there and vote. And, if they have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us, and we'll be happy to help them.
Fantastic. April 7th is Election Day, and early voting is going on right now. Guys, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you,
spending this
Jason, for
awesome
having us.
Saturday with us. You bet. Pete Pasternak, Mayor of the City of Desloge, Keith Probst, Stephanie Daffron, all joining us here on the Parkland Podcast on this Saturday morning. We'll take a break. When we come back, Mark Cook from Cook Financial will be our guest. It's the Parkland Podcast here on YouTube and Facebook Live.
Your future deserves more than guesswork. It deserves a plan. At Cook Financial LLC, we provide personalized financial planning tailored to your goals, from investment strategies to retirement planning. And we don't stop there. We also offer personalized and commercial insurance solutions designed to protect what matters most: your family, your business, and your legacy. Whether you're building wealth, preparing for retirement, or safeguarding your assets, we're here with personalized guidance. Call 573-664-1032 to schedule your personal consultation. Planning today for a more confident future. Cook Financial, located at 427 West Karst Boulevard in Farmington. All securities offered through Money Concepts Capital Corporation, member FINRA, SIPC. Cook Financial, LLC is an independent firm not affiliated with Money Concepts Capital Corporation.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries. Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
Welcome back to the Parkland Podcast on this Saturday morning, 8:52. Got a current temperature outside right now of 52 degrees. It's probably warmed up more than that. If we're going to hit 90 today, we need to get rolling here.
Hey, if you think the weather's hot, check out our guest now.
Man, the master of transitions right there, Mark Toady. We have joining us here at Ransome's this morning, Mark Cook. And I thought, you know what? I need to send him where Ransome's is, but this is your second time, not only on the podcast, but second time in Ransome's. I don't know if anybody else has accomplished that yet.
Well, I'm glad to be the first.
Yeah, so, congratulations. Take that, Kevin Engler.
Yeah, and actually, I kind of looked it back up because Toady sent me the directions last time.
Yeah.
So I got in there, I did the cheat. I just scrolled that back and hit it. I go to the big door quite a bit, so
perfect.
So you're just,
today.
I know. I pulled up because I was going to stop there. I was running a little early, and they were closed. I was like, "What is going on here?"
Come on in, Dustin. Have a seat. We left you a chair, but
right.
my man.
Is this one on?
It will be as soon as he gets it in his hand.
All right. You've got the magic touch.
Yeah. Hello.
I hear him.
Oh,
yeah, very wow.
Good deal.
Very, very good. Let's talk about wealth management and the insurance services you provide at Cook Financial. Doing the research, putting together the commercial for you guys. I'm like, man, you guys are you were able to provide a lot of different services.
Yeah, and that's kind of why what I want to talk about is nobody really kind of puts everything together that I do. I was at the high school talking to kids at Career Day, and I talked to somebody I've known for decades, and we were talking about finance, and we were talking about debt solutions and different things, and she had no idea that I help with debt consolidation and restructuring debt, because I don't work with just people that bring in money and just for investments. My background before 16 years ago, I was in social service, counseling, different things of that nature, and I kind of bring that to the table with what I do now. I'm not going to turn somebody away or say, no, you don't have any money to invest. I'm going to help you get to that point too. And that's part of the service that I provide. So I do everything from debt consolidation. I do insurance, which a lot of people don't realize that I do some insurance. I constantly get asked, you do auto and home? Yes, I do. I've done that for 16 years. So if it comes to insurance, the only thing I don't do, that's the easier way to put it, is major medical. Back in 2012, around that era, I kind of quit doing major medical. Whenever the ACA and a lot of changes came into play, because there's a lot of things that changed constantly in that arena. So I kind of backed off from that. I figure I have enough on my plate to help people out.
I'd say.
So
everything's different. Everybody's different. Everybody has different needs, and that's something that I'm sure that you really work on, is to get something that's right for every individual person.
Mark, you just touched at the heart of what I do. A lot of people, whenever we sit down and talk, the big thing that I focus on is finding out who that person is, because you're right, everybody that walks in my door is different. They have a different purpose for being there. They have a different life. They have different goals. They have a different take with investments on risk. So yeah, my first meeting, I spend a lot of time getting to know that person, getting to know what their goals are, what their family looks like, what they want their life to look like. What do they prioritize in life? Do they prioritize experiences? Do they prioritize material things? Do they have certain goals that need to be met quicker than others? Do they just want to focus on retirement? Do they have assets that need to be protected that aren't? I got a call from a guy the other day. He was on his way to Tennessee, and he realized that he didn't have any insurance.
Oh boy!
So it was to buy a vehicle. So it was pretty clear on him what the priority was at that point in time. So I got his information, and when he got there, he got me the VIN number, and we got him set up. But there's been multiple times whenever people come in, and just getting them on a page of what really they want to do. They may think that they have the goal, or they may think they're on a path, but it needs to be tweaked a little bit. And also, I'm not afraid to tell people that I'm not their guy, especially when it comes to insurance. I'm a broker when it comes to insurance. I will help. My goal is to help people out. I can't tell you how many times I've told people, I ran numbers, and I've actually told them, hey, here's my best options, but check over here, because I based on experience and what I've seen lately in the trends in the insurance industry, they may be able to help you out better.
So we're talking about individuals here, but what about businesses and things like that?
Yeah, I definitely help commercial businesses with insurance, and also some of the retirement planning as well, on both spectrums there. Simple plans, set plans. I have some businesses with those. Commercial policies, your business owner's policies, your commercial lines, commercial trucking, you name it, I may be able to help you. And if I can't help you, I'll let you know, and I'll help steer you in the right direction.
That's the big advantage that you get with Cook Financial LLC, wealth management and insurance. They're on Karst Boulevard in Farmington. The building looks nice. That whole area's had a bit of a facelift lately, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. It's been about 2 years now.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to be getting a new parking lot. They're going to resurface the parking lot or bust it up and redo that as well. So it'll get a little bit more of an upgrade. Yeah. So, but it's quite busy. I've started parking around back now because there's a lot of days where it's the parking lot's full and people are coming in and out quite a bit. So,
Mark, things are complicated when it comes to investing. They always have been, but I would imagine now it's even more crazy considering everything that's going on than it ever has been. You need somebody who knows what they're doing, don't you?
The short answer is yes.
We like the long answers on the podcast, though.
All right. Well, I mean, how much time do we have? I mean, be careful what you ask for, Jason. I've been known to kind of go off on a tangent. The other day, talking to the kids at the high school, my daughter came home and she said, "Oh, you talked to one of my friends." And he said, "You talked to him for 15 minutes. I was like, I don't remember talking that long. I thought it was more like 10 tops.
Yeah.
But I mean, I did talk to probably 40 to 50 kids that day in length. And that's another thing that I love to do is talk to people that are just starting out too. Getting that out there and just putting that little piece in their head to start young, start making good financial decisions when you're young, and basically just build on that, grow on that. And that will make your life a little bit easier, hopefully, down the road.
You also have been really involved with F3 over the last couple of years, and you wanted to dedicate some of your time this morning on the podcast to that.
Yeah, I want to dedicate a little time to F3, and that's what I've brought Dustin in here.
Hello, happy to be here, guys, again.
Good to
All
see
right.
you.
Yeah, Dustin's a repeat guest, too.
Yeah.
That Ransome's great.
That's actually where I just came from. Workout ran a little bit long this morning. We went up north to work out, and it lasted about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I was trying to race back to get here. But yeah, it's been F3's just.
And you
been
did shower, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Trust me. That was the one thing is I'm not showing up sweaty. I'm not gonna. We have enough BO out there whenever we work out. I don't want to bring that in here.
Yeah, especially now that it's getting warmer. Yeah,
Yes.
when it's 12 degrees and you guys work out, you don't sweat as much.
Yeah, no, we felt it. I think it was last week was probably the hottest it's been in a while, where there was guys out with sleeveless T-shirts on and shorts, and we're like, oh, that's a nice change.
Yeah.
And then instead of being in like 1,000 layers, but it was definitely great this morning, and it's been great lately. Our summertime is usually our busiest time when we get more people out there. We have more activities to do. That's kind of stuff we have going on coming up too.
Yesterday was pretty great too. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so yesterday we had the anniversary of our Farmington location, The Keep. We launched that a year ago, actually today. So we launched that a year ago today, but we had the workout yesterday. I think we ended up with 42 men yesterday. Nice. Is how many we had that were able to come out. There were some people that came out that hadn't been out in a long time. Guys that came out that was their first time coming was a year ago that day. And it was great to be able to have them out there and just be able to celebrate that. We actually had the man that first led that site for a while named Pitch Perfect, and then the guy that took over from Party Foul did it together. So they worked out together and did it all together, and it was pretty awesome to have that experience and then be able to come up north today. We did that. We went up north because it was their anniversary of their region launching 3 years ago, and they actually handed off their leadership to somebody new. So that was I think today we had 61 guys there. Wow. Or somewhere around there. So that was pretty awesome to be able to do that, and I can say I'm sore from that, but it is great coming into the winter months now or summer months because we're going into more warmer weather. We're going to have more activities, more stuff to do that's open to the public too. So one of the things we plan on doing soon is our 24-hour workout. We're going to host our own. We're looking at June to do that. So we're going to host workout every hour on the hour for 24 hours.
You don't have to do all 24 hours.
Okay.
So if you just want to come out and do, one session or 1 hour, that's okay.
Yeah, because that's how I came out. That was the first time I came out was for 1 hour of a 19th hour of a 24-hour workout. And then actually part of our plan is too is I have one where kids can come out and work out with us. So you can bring your sons, your daughters, they can come out work out with us too. We're also looking at launching a few other sites. We're getting even more further south now. So we actually just launched Poplar Bluff last week, their own site. That really took off, and then we're looking at Sykeston, and we actually been working with a recovery center, men's recovery center down in Piedmont called Clearwater Recovery Institute. They just opened their doors a few months ago last year, and now they are working out every day for the men down there that are trying to recover from drug and alcohol abuse. So it's really great, and they're actually launching their own site next month too. So this is really like, winter's busy for us because it's all about keeping who we have and trying to get a little bit more out, but really summer is where we just take off and get busy because more people want to come out. They're like, oh, you know, I don't want to go out in 12-degree weather, but I'll come out in 70. So that's really our big time is the summer. So that's really what we're looking forward to now, is trying to get more men out there and trying to see about kind of expanding where we're at.
What is a typical workout like? You guys aren't using machines.
No.
Everything is a cinder block, right?
Yeah. So we mostly use cinder blocks. Every once in a while we'll do something else. So some days you'll get there and it'll just be running sometimes. And then some days you'll get there and it'll be, you know, like when I lead mine, it's all up to whoever's leading that day. So one of our principles is peer-led and rotating fashion. So my workout is going to be vastly different than Purple Passion's here, Mark's
That is
workout.
true. That is true.
Purple Passion.
Yeah.
that name's come to grow on me a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm very passionate.
You are.
There we go.
So like his is going to be different than mine. For instance, like one of the guys, I love the guy, Andy Enman, if you know him, False Start. His is going to be a lot of running.
Okay.
Mine is not.
I don't go to those.
Yeah.
Mine,
Andy's in charge now.
yeah, mine, he may have you run 2 miles during it. We might run 50 yards.
2 miles?
Yeah, I mean, that's
he
generous.
Might run you,
yeah, he
might have a 10K set up.
Yeah, he might have a 10K set up, but mine is more about using the cinder blocks. I love getting a good, pump just like the gym. And so I'll do a lot of curls. Maybe we'll do some movements where we kind of use it, where we move along the yard lines. It's all different. So we usually always start with a warm up. We give a disclaimer. We give our mission, principles, and credo. That's special for every F3 site, like it's for every worldwide. That's what it is for everybody. And then whoever the Q is that day, the coordinator, he will have his own workout set up. And sometimes, like I said, it'll be running. Maybe you might run for 30 minutes. Maybe you'll sit there and you'll do a combination of running, body weight, some push-ups, sit-ups, squats, stuff like that. And then you'll go into what we call a Mary, which is just all abs. And that is the worst. Some people, for some reason down here, love flutter kicks, and they are the worst movement in the world. And then after that, we just go into like our devotional. Whoever's leading that day will give what we call a circle of trust. So he'll just give what he thinks is heavy on his heart and what's kind of on his mind lately. And that's a great time for someone to unburden how they're feeling. And I'm actually pretty excited. One of our guys that just started last month is actually leading his first workout on Thursday at Bonterre. So we're really excited for that. But it's definitely for him. It's like, oh, I didn't know you guys had to play in this much. Oh yeah, we have to play by the minute. Basically.
Where are you going to be performing at or doing the F3 at on Monday?
So this coming Monday, we'll be at the Keep, which is Farmington High School, and then the Outpost, which is Engler Park. And actually, this week is a special week for us, too, because we're doing what we call a PT test. So each site will have a PT test one day where they say, hey, we're going to come out, you're going to test your fitness. We usually do about once a quarter, so 3 or 4 times a year, where you come out and you do a half-mile run, or a mile-and-a-half run, then you do 2 minutes of what we call T push-ups, so you put your arms on, then back in, and then 2 minutes of sit-ups. And that's so that you can do it now, and then in 4 months, you see how much better you got, or see how you can improve.
We wanted to leave a little bit of time. I know you wanted to mention Casa of the Parkland before we get you out of here.
Yeah, that is true. I did want to mention Casa of the Parkland, and I know we have a limited time, so this is an organization that I've been involved in for 3 or 4 years on the board. Amazing organization, work with kids that are in need and care, court-appointed special advocates, and they're there for the kid. They're not a part of Children's Division. They're not a part of the court system. They're there specifically to help the child, to bond with the kid, to be an advocate for that child. And a lot of times that is necessary because, I used to work with the juvenile office, and many times, working with kids, you would see that they don't truly open up to somebody that's in Children's Division or in law enforcement or juvenile office because, or somebody that works with the state. Because they don't perceive that as they're there for them. But an advocate that's specifically there for them, that's untied and can actually just focus on them, is something that's extremely important. So if you want to learn more information about it, they have a Coffee with Casa the first Thursday of the month at the Casa House in Farmington, right there by the Farmington Library. That's a perfect opportunity to basically talk to them, get more information, because we don't have enough time here to kind of go into all kinds of details. There is a website, Casa de Parkland. They're on Facebook as well. So go and check them out. They're a great advocate and resource for children in the 24th Circuit. And it's a much larger organization, but Parkland, Casa of the Parkland is local.
And how do we find out more about Cook Financial?
Cook Financial, hopefully you see me, see advertisements. I am online. I have 3 different websites to get to. I have Facebook. You can contact me directly.
Trying to see if they can maybe scan the QR code.
Yeah, there is a QR code on this if you can see it. If not, just stop by.
Yeah.
You know, I'm there usually. I usually get there about 7:30, 7:45 in the morning, Monday through Friday. I do typically leave around 3 because I still have a youngest is still in school, so I'm usually on school pickup duty.
Right.
But
how old's your youngest?
And grandpa duty. And
grandpa
I don't know if you're aware, but grandbaby number 2 is coming on the way.
All right.
We find out the gender tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
We're doing the gender
reveal. Ooh.
Yeah. So and
We could have done the gender reveal on the podcast.
well, hey, can you go remote? Tomorrow afternoon.
Are there cupcakes?
There will be cupcakes. We'll be picking those up tomorrow. So
Okay.
So, but no, we went and got. We're going to be making a lot of snacks tonight and getting ready for that. And I know. I'm excited. Our family's excited. This is our first gender reveal. The last one we were going to, but I think it kind of got leaked a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes that happens.
So
do you know the method of how the gender will be revealed?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of in the dark about all the planning. I had nothing to do with the planning because I wanted hands off because I wanted to be. I did not want to be one that found out anything or spoiler alert.
Okay.
So there is one person handling all the details. They know.
And no one else.
And then no one else.
Wow.
So
Is that your wife?
No, it's not.
Wow, Kelly's not.
Well, she is highly involved, but she does not know the gender either. There's only one member of the family that knows.
By the way, as hard,
And I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to put
Yeah, we don't want
pressure
the
on them.
exact.
Yeah.
before we let you guys go, as hard as they work out, I've seen their workout. I've seen Kelly at the Civic Center. She's putting you guys to shame here.
Oh, I don't know about that. Hey, I am just, I got to tell you, I'm proud that she's going the way. She's not a morning person, but I'm extremely proud of her for basically going. After about 2 or 3 months of me doing F3, she kind of started, she got asked by a friend to go work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday at the Civic Center. And she was hesitant at first, but then she went ahead and did it. And I think she's enjoying it for the most part. But, she's kind of gotten involved in it and kind of become a routine, which is good.
It's a good thing.
And that is one thing about F3. Whenever I talk to people, the biggest thing is 5 a.m.
Right.
But I'm like, now that it's summer, 5 a.m. is not too bad.
No.
Yeah.
So
Much better now.
No, and the other thing is people say, oh, kind of like that, like, oh, I don't want to do it. I'm not in shape yet. We don't. That's the whole point of you coming. Get in shape with us. Like you don't have to come and be a seasoned athlete. Just come on out. You'll get better just because you're coming. So.
Very good. Guys, thanks so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having us.
All right. Mark Cook joining us from Cook Financial. And Dustin, what's your last name?
Motley.
Dustin
Motley Crue.
That's right. I should have remembered that. Dustin Motley.
Why
from
isn't
Motley
that
Crue.
your F3 name?
Yeah.
Whenever they were asking me
Six or
questions
something.
about myself, I got too nervous. I didn't know what else to say, so I just kept saying, I love the Yankees and I hate the Red Sox. And so
okay.
then they came up with the name Green Monster. That was the best thing they came
Green
up
Monster. Well, we'll work on that. No, just kidding. I think that's good. F3, again, check them out 5 a.m. Monday morning at Farmington High School and at Engler Park. It is 9:12 on this Saturday morning. More coming up. Our interview with Vanessa Pegram, candidate for the Farmington R7 School Board, comes your way next. It's the Parkland Podcast on Facebook and YouTube Live.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries. Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
Your future deserves more than guesswork. It deserves a plan. At Cook Financial LLC, we provide personalized financial planning tailored to your goals, from investment strategies to retirement planning. And we don't stop there. We also offer personalized and commercial insurance solutions designed to protect what matters most: your family, your business, and your legacy. Whether you're building wealth, preparing for retirement, or safeguarding your assets, we're here with personalized guidance. Call 573-664-1032 to schedule your personal consultation. Planning today for a more confident future. Cook Financial, located at 427 West Karst Boulevard in Farmington. All securities offered through Money Concepts Capital Corporation, member FINRA, SIPC. Cook Financial LLC is an independent firm not affiliated with Money Concepts Capital Corporation.
Looking for your next car, truck, van, or SUV? Point to Pettis. At Pettis Automotive, service, affordability, and selection are more than just words. They're the foundation of everything they do. You'll see the selection when you drive by any of their 3 locations. You'll feel the affordability when you talk to their experienced sales team. And you'll love the service every time you come in for maintenance. New or pre-owned, from Farmington to Fredericktown to DeSoto, point to Pettis. Visit pettisauto.com. Point to Pettis. Why do so many people like working at the Southeast Missouri Mental Health Center?
The pay is awesome. What we do for our clients is awesome. The coworkers that we have, the staff, everybody is just, they're all welcoming.
I feel very supported. It's a great network of people that we have working here. We really work together, I think, to try to improve the lives of those that we serve.
The insurance is phenomenal. The cost is minimal. They're good to us, and the benefits are so great, you can't beat it.
Apply today. Back on the Parkland podcast on this Saturday morning. It's 9:16. Got a current temperature outside of 54 degrees. We're looking to possibly breaking a record today, going up over the 90-degree mark. We have election night coverage coming up on April the 7th, a municipal election. And we've been trying to talk to candidates and get their information out there for you so you can make the most informed decision possible. And we have joining us here this morning, candidate for the Farmington R7. Farmington School Board District. Vanessa Pegram, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for inviting all the candidates and
Hi.
giving us a chance to share our platform.
No problem. You have political experience as a current council person in the city of Farmington. What made you decide, you know what, I think I'd like to try school board too?
I've wanted to be on the school board for a while. And once I took a look at our finances earlier this year, I realized I needed to throw my hat into the ring and try to get on. So I have a couple goals if elected. The first one is absolutely financial stability for our district. They are spending more money than they are bringing in. It is not sustainable. We've all seen crazy price inflation since 2020, right? I mean, I go to the Walmart and I sound like my grandmother balking at the prices of things. I really do. I'm like, that can't be right. How much is that? And my kids get embarrassed. And that's really hit the school hard, right? So their expenses have gone up. For perspective, in the 2019-2020 school year, they had expenses of $35 million. Within just 4 years, it went from $35 million to $45 million. That's almost a 30% increase. The school year starting in the fall, their expenses are projected to be $50 million. If the levy does not pass, they will have revenue of $47 million. They are going to burn through their reserves if we don't make some changes and that levy doesn't pass. They desperately need that to move forward. So whoever is elected and the central administration are going to have some really hard choices to face in the next few years. Probably not the best time to try to want to get on the board, in all honesty, right? But I have gone through their expenses line by line, department by department for the last couple of years and have put together a list of just questions, right? Like, I don't want anybody at the school to get offended, right? But it's just like, if this cost went up 20% in the last 2 years, like, what happened? Was that like some state mandated program that we had to put in? Is it something out of your control, like health insurance cost? That's a big one that's really hitting the school. So I think there is a path forward. I'm optimistic, and we're not going to have to cut academic programs, athletic programs, extracurriculars. I mean, a lot of people are on social media talking about that. Like, we'll get rid of the football team. They spend less than 2% of their revenue on athletics. I mean, right? Like, as a parent, I was like, well, where is all the money going, right? So there are areas I think that have to be addressed, but we can move forward. So that was one reason that I wanted to join. The next is our teachers' compensation and retention. Our teachers can go to Potosi, St. John. I mean, I shouldn't give them all like the full list, right? They can go so many.
You can go here, God. Yeah.
They can go so many places,
right,
and they can make more money. They have less obligations and smaller classroom sizes. It's crazy. I mean, Farmington, we're wildly successful. Like, it breaks my heart to see that we have so many teachers leaving our district and going to other places. And then what happens is they're not being replaced. So for the teachers that stay, and this happens where I work, when somebody leaves, they just shuffle the responsibility onto somebody's plate who's already overwhelmed. So our teachers that stay have that happening. When we are fortunate enough to get new teachers, they are typically right out of college, and God love them for like going into teaching, because there is a shortage across the whole nation, right? But what happens then is our experienced teachers that are there are now training that new person instead of spending time with our students. So when I say retention, like, it's just, it impacts the classroom so much when we have teachers leave. So that.
Those are two great reasons.
Yeah. I also want to make sure that Farmington is like a top choice for educators and where they want to live. I've had a lot of people, I've gone to the fish fries and a bunch of things, right? And people are like, but what does school matter? Like, I'm older, I'm retired, it doesn't make a difference to me. If we don't have strong schools, our property values go down, new businesses are not going to come here and create jobs. Desperately needed medical professionals are not going to relocate their family to a district that doesn't have a good school. Right. So I tell people, like, it's so far outside of the classroom, like, it impacts the whole community if we don't have thriving schools.
Well, you're building the future. Just because I'm out of school, 10 years from now, if kids go downhill instead of go up, that's going to affect every part of our lives.
Right? Yeah. So yeah, it's a big deal, and
is.
I'm worried about it. I'm worried about the finances foremost, and then the teachers.
So financially, and you said, okay, I'm not gonna come here. This is gone. This is gone. This is gone. You want to, and this is information that I don't know if a school board candidate could get, but someone on the school board can. What exactly is this money for? And these are areas I'm going to ask about. So I guess there's no plan like right now. This is gone. This is gone until you get a chance to get in there and dig in.
That
right?
would be crazy for any new board person to come in. And I mean, literally, I will be a listener. And that's what I did on City Council for the first 6 months. I just sat and listened and learned. A perfect example of what I would like the school board to better understand are our special education services. So that's one line item that has gone up significantly. So for the high school, and I'm not sure if it includes the middle school as well, year over year, we're spending an extra $1.2 million. It's a 20% increase in special education services. I am hoping that Gretchen Hill, the director of that program, can give the board a presentation and help us understand what all that entails, because they break out special education services for the elementary school. That went up 60% year over year. So that means, right, we have more kids coming through the pipeline that need these services. I want to make sure that we're doing the long-term planning to make sure that we have the people, the resources, whatever it is, if that's what our district needs, right? I mean, I've heard that we have amazing programs, and if we're going to have a population that I just want to make sure that we're prepared, right? I'm not saying we're going to cut anything. I just want to make sure that we're building up what we need to, especially if you can look at the trends and see that's where they're going to need things.
And if you don't think it matters to people, you were part of a candidates forum Thursday at Farmington City Hall. There was a pretty big crowd there.
Yes, standing room only.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great participation. So I've been invited to the St. Francis County Conservative Club. I've gone to the Democratic Club. I'll be there again Monday. They've invited all the candidates. But I've just been reaching out to teachers that work at our district, teachers who have left our district for other ones, who have retired. And they have all been so helpful, right? And they've all said, I loved my time at Farmington. It was a great place to work, but here's my wish list of what I would have liked to seen different, right? They would like to have truly anonymous surveys. They feel like they complete surveys, but they think that it gets back to them. They would like exit interviews. They would like every student to graduate with a resume and a cover letter. And I was like, they don't do that? My daughter did, right? She's graduating, and it was explained to me well, she had Dr. Reeves. She was in this one program. Yeah. He made sure that happened. You have to take English language arts 8 semesters while you're in school.
All 4 years.
Yeah. How do you not leave with a resume and a cover letter, right? No matter what, hopefully they're going to go get a job. So I've just been reaching out to all these people trying to get ideas and what do you wish they would have done different? And it's amazing. The list of things that I have got back, I mean, they're essays. They're so nice.
Vanessa, you're on the City Council. You hope to be on the school board. You're also on the tourism board, right? Talk about a board that's making a difference.
It's fantastic. I've been on the tourism board for 5 years. Absolutely love it. We've got a couple new members. We try to have people that own businesses downtown because, they just really want to be involved and help that area thrive. And I've been on City Council for almost a decade now. So
really?
I know. I feel like it ages me when I say that. I'm just also when people ask how old my kids are, I'm like, oh, that means I'm that old, right? But yeah, I think that. And the tourism board, we partner with the Elks Club, Help the Hungry, the St. Francis County Fair, the rodeo, the raceway. I think it's so important that you want people on your city council and on your school board that work with all these different organizations, right? Like CASA, who just left, right? You want people to know all the different resources in our community to try to help the district. And I have 2 kids in the district. I'm always surprised that none of our sitting members actually have kids in the district.
Right.
So they come home every day and tell me the challenges the students and the teachers are facing. I really think that there should be a mandate that a certain percentage of school board people have kids that attend. Yeah. And I have a job. I've learned through all of this that most people don't think I have a job. They think that I just volunteer.
Just walk around and
I'm like, no, I'm very fortunate to work from home, but I am an executive at a health insurance company. So I work for a company that ranks in the top 20 on Fortune 500's list. I get to work from home in my pajamas, so not typically put together like this. But yeah, I do. I have a career. And I think that that's helpful for the board too, right? I work at a company that employs 75,000 people all across the world. And so I see the skills that we need in the next generation. I see how they rely on AI for everything, and it makes me a little crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
And I worry about that with the school. You know, like my kids come home and tell me like, I'm so upset, like I did this report and this other kid got a better grade than me and he didn't even read the book, he just used AI. And I'm like, that's gotta be such a challenge for the district because you want kids to use AI when appropriate.
Right.
But then, I mean, it's just something that nobody was prepared for, right? Just like none of us were prepared for social media and all of that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, social media has advanced much further than the regulations
Yes.
evolving with it.
Yes, and I am not a fan of social media, so I had to create a Facebook account for this election.
Right.
I shouldn't even say this. Like I failed to like prove that I was a human to Facebook.
You couldn't find the crosswalk?
I don't know what I did wrong, and then I like appealed it, and it was like, we have deemed you are not a human. And I'm like, I give it to my kid. I'm like, here, make me
this.
right. Like, please fix this for me. Like, I am a person. Yeah.
You wanted to talk about the tourism tax measure too.
Yeah, so on the ballot this year, you're going to have the school levy, you're going to have the tourism tax, you're going to have the ambulance district tax. At least, well, it all depends on where you live, right? So I'm thinking what's going to be on my ballot. I am so optimistic that the tourism tax will pass. I've heard a lot of people question, like, what is it good for, things like that, and thinking that it's just another tax, right? The tourism tax is only when people stay at hotels. So I can't imagine many Farmington residents are staying at hotels that often. And all towns have tourism tax. I mean, I don't know when I've stayed at a hotel and I haven't seen a tourism tax. And we put so much of it back into the community. You know, we put on Blues, Brews, and Barbecue. We pay for the fireworks at the 4th of July thing. There's just so many things. And like I mentioned, partnering with Help the Hungry and the Elks Club, anyone that comes to us and is like, hey, can you pay for goodie bags or this or that? And we're like, yeah, and we can hire the St. Gent trolley to take you around to the wineries if you want. Like, you tell us what you want, and we are happy to try to help support that however we can. So I hope people will support that tax as well as the school levy. They really need that to go through. And it's not going to increase how much you pay, right? So a lot of people are worried like, oh, I'm going to have to pay more. I already pay so much for everything, right? First of all, Farmington has one of the lowest levy rates in the state.
It's the lowest it can be,
it's
right?
The lowest
like
it can be. It's the bare minimum, right? So like they're right at the bottom already, and then all they're asking is they get $3.65 out of like every 100 that comes in or something, right? Like they get this much money, and all they're asking is right now they have to take 90 cents of that and put it towards debt. They're asking if they can take 60 cents of it and put it towards debt and take the other 30 and put it towards operations. Now, I'll be honest, when I first heard that, that's like paying off your credit card longer. You're going to pay more in interest, right? It's like moving from a 15-year mortgage to a 30-year mortgage. I don't like the idea of that, but with how much costs have gone up, I mean, their health insurance premiums alone have gone up over $2 million in the last couple of years, right? I mean, there's just things that are so out of their control. So Dr. Gibbs did give a presentation Thursday night, and he went through where the money's gonna go, because it's not a bond issue, right? So they don't actually have to state what they want to spend it on, but a lot of people in the community have been asking, which is fair, right? And I hope the school board and the central administration took it very seriously when the levy and the bond issue did not pass last spring. That had to be a huge wake-up call. I have never seen a community come out and advocate against their schools, right?
Mark and I talked about that last year. First, in all the years of media, we've never seen, everything's always pretty much, hey, we need this. Okay, yeah, sure, it's for schools, whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
and yeah, there was a concerted effort against this measure.
Yeah, and I mean, I just think that the community has lost a lot of trust. I don't want to say that like they think that the funds are used inappropriately at all. I don't think that anyone thinks that something bad is going on. They're just questioning the school's priorities. Chief Bullock and I were talking about that. We were like, it's all about priorities, right? Like, do you want to be able to pay your teachers more, or do you want a football field at the middle school? I think that if they had been focused on teacher compensation and retention of teachers, I think it would have passed. I don't think you would have seen as much pushback as there had been. So
hopefully they've lived and learned, right?
Right, that is what I'm optimistic for. So, because they really need it, having gone through all of their cost. Yeah, they're gonna be in a bad situation if it doesn't pass.
Well, let's see. Hopefully, in your case, school board, city council, tourism board, job, parent. I'd ask you what you do in your spare time, but I don't know that there's that much of it.
I don't know, I enjoy cooking with my daughter. My daughter's a senior, so I am literally just trying to spend as much time with her as I can before she goes off to college.
Where's she going? I know she's pretty smart.
She's so embarrassed. She would die if she knew that I said this. I made the mistake of taking her to Europe a few years ago, and she absolutely fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And like by the second day there, she was asking one of our tour guides about their universities there. And I was like, this is a bad idea. She has been already accepted to 4 schools in the United Kingdom. And she is deciding between England and Scotland right now. So she is absolutely going overseas. I tried to tell her, well, you could do undergrad here and then maybe go over there for grad school. Right. And she said, Mom, if I don't go now, I'll never go, right? Because, she said I'll make friends and I'll have job opportunities. And if I'm going to do it, I need to do it now. So I said, okay, I get it. So she's going pretty far. Wow. But I'm excited for her. And I've learned so much about their education system versus ours.
Oh, I bet.
So, I mean, of course, she was accepted at Mizzou and Truman, and she applied to some schools here as a backup. And they ask all these questions about your family, finances, did your grandparents go here? It's all about family. Schools overseas, not a single question about your family, your finances. It is all based on merit. It is all who you are, what you've accomplished, and what's even more interesting over there, the cost of your tuition is based on what you want to get a degree in. So if you want to go into social work or teaching or something where you might not be compensated that well, you have one cost for your education. If you want to go into something like finance or economics like my daughter does, much higher price, right? But I mean, that totally makes sense, right? I mean, I love that system. So yeah, it's very eye-opening. So
wow.
So yeah, I'm spending a lot of time with her, and then my poor son, I joke with him, I'm like, once she goes, I am going to be all over hanging out with you. I am going to be so up in your business. I am going to make you insane. Let me just apologize for it now. So.
And what grade is he in?
He is a freshman.
A freshman. Oh,
yeah.
right.
So right now I'm teaching him to drive.
Yeah.
I could see all his buddies right now go, oh, here comes his mom now.
Right. I'm just I'm always you want to go up to Topgolf? What can I take you to do? And he's like, oh, Mom, don't you have something else to do? So.
Very good. Vanessa, any parting words that you want to make sure the voters know about you when they go to the polls?
I'll just say I love this quote that I firmly believe education is the great equalizer, right? A strong education gives every kid the chance to do what they want, hopefully, right? It opens so many doors for them, a good education. So I just hope that whoever is elected and whoever is on that board keeps in mind, the reason that we send our kids to school is for an education. I love all of the other programs. My kids have been in them. I've seen how important they are, how they have elevated my kids' confidence, right? When they do sports, when they do Scholar Bowl, I've seen their confidence just be bolstered by it. But I just hope that whoever is elected remains mindful. Education, that's what they are there for. That's what's going to open the doors for them.
Fantastic.
Good.
Thanks so much for coming on today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very good.
Turn it off now.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I'll just turn you down. How about that? I wish your son probably wishes he could do that sometimes too, right? So nice to have you on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Vanessa Pegram joining us here on the Parkland podcast. 9:37 on this Saturday morning. We got a current temperature outside of 60 degrees. We're back after this on the Parkland podcast here on Facebook and YouTube.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries. Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
Your future deserves more than guesswork. It deserves a plan. At Cook Financial LLC, we provide personalized financial planning tailored to your goals, from investment strategies to retirement planning. And we don't stop there. We also offer personalized and commercial insurance solutions designed to protect what matters most: your family, your business, and your legacy. Whether you're building wealth, preparing for retirement, or safeguarding your assets, we're here with personalized guidance. Call 573-664-1032 to schedule your personal consultation. Planning today for a more confident future. Cook Financial, located at 427 West Karst Boulevard in Farmington. All securities offered through Money Concepts Capital Corporation, member FINRA, SIPC. Cook Financial LLC is an independent firm not affiliated with Money Concepts Capital Corporation.
Looking for your next car, truck, van, or SUV? Point to Pettis. At Pettis Automotive, service, affordability, and selection are more than just words. They're the foundation of everything they do. You'll see the selection when you drive by any of their 3 locations. You'll feel the affordability when you talk to their experienced sales team. And you'll love the service every time you come in for maintenance. New or pre-owned, from Farmington to Fredericktown to DeSoto, point to Pettis. Visit pettisauto.com. Point to Pettis. Why do so many people like working at the Southeast Missouri Mental Health Center?
The pay is awesome. What we do for our clients is awesome. The coworkers that we have, the staff, everybody is just, they're all welcoming.
I feel very supported. It's a great network of people that we have working here. We really work together, I think, to try to improve the lives of those that we serve.
The insurance is phenomenal. The cost is minimal. They're good to us. And the benefits are so great, you can't beat it.
Apply today. Proposition U is on the ballot for the City of Desloge in the April 7th election.
A yes vote would approve a use tax that applies to the same tax rate to out-of-state purchases made online as to purchases made at all of your favorite Desloge stores. It's not a double tax, and it helps level the playing field for our valued local businesses. A yes vote would allow the city to help fund trash services, public safety, infrastructure improvements, and capital projects like a new pool and police station, paid for by the City of Desloge.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
Let's do some birthdays now here on the Parkland Podcast. Wishing you a happy birthday, starting with today, Saturday, March 21st.
Teddy Maurer, happy birthday to you. He is turning 1 year old. Got a big party lined up, a Carhartt themed party for later on. That should be
Carhartt
a lot
party.
of fun. He's a good kid. He smiles at me every time I go into BOGO Sandwiches and says hi.
Yeah.
And I get to give him airplane rides and stuff while Mom makes me food. So happy birthday to you, Teddy. Happy birthday to one of the best basketball players ever to come out of Mineral Area College, Lemmy Williams.
Lemmy.
Celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday to
Doesn't
you,
he have
Lemmy.
a podcast with Justin Ford?
Sure.
Okay. I think so.
Happy birthday to you anyway,
Yeah.
Lemmy. I hope you're
Happy
doing
birthday,
great.
Lemmy.
Sydney Zeracor, Sid the Kid,
Sid
with
the
a
Kid.
happy birthday. She's cutting hair now and in Farmington, and she's just a wonderful young lady. Happy birthday to you. And Steve Stroop.
Steve Stroop?
When they opened Spokes Pub and Grill back up about 4 years ago, he had the lease on the property, and he had it for a couple of years and really turned Spokes around, did a great job. He works over at U.S. Tool, and I still see him on occasion. He'll come to the retreat at Bogey Creek, which is where Spokes is at now, and I saw him last Saturday. So, Steve, happy birthday to you, buddy. I hope you're doing well.
Happy birthday today. Some people might think these are brother and sister. No, they're husband and wife. Ronnie and Angie Buckingham.
All right.
With the same birthday. I think they're 2 years apart. And today is both Ronnie and Angie's birthday. Happy birthday to you both. Ronnie has had the same mustache since, I think, 5th grade. He's one of those dudes that got it going on very early, and I hope he still has it. Although one time I saw a picture of him recently with it shaved off, and I was not the only one in the comments that said, hey, wait a second, what's going on here? What about Sunday, March 22nd? Who do you have celebrating?
Just one birthday, but it's a dandy. It's Tiffany Marler celebrating a birthday. Back in the day, we did a talk show about technology.
Oh, yeah, I remember
the
Tiffany.
AM station, yeah. And Tiffany was my co-host for that. So,
not Bruce, right?
No, Bruce was always
Bruce was there. He was always on
to be.
assignment.
Yeah, he was always on assignment.
And you didn't care.
No, Tiffany, much better looking than Bruce. So anyway, happy birthday to you, Tiffany. I hope you're doing great. She hasn't changed a bit. She looks exactly the same as 15 years ago.
Well, happy birthday. That's the only, and I do not have a birthday for Sunday, so I'm going to move up to Monday, March 23rd. Who's celebrating?
We are loaded with birthdays on Monday. Lisa Cash, happy birthday to you. I've known Lisa for a long time. I hope you are doing well. Gary Kemper, celebrating a birthday, professional painter extraordinaire. Hope you are doing great. Emma Spiker, proudly serving our country in the United States Navy. Thank you for your service, and we wish you the best. I think she's over toward the Middle East area right now on the ship, so we wish you safety for sure. Jim Gallagher, happy birthday to you, married to Colleen.
Yeah.
Route 67.
It's his birthday every day.
Yeah, it's his birthday every day. They live right down the road from me. They are wonderful people. Brittany Peno celebrates a birthday. Give yourself bonus points if you remember her as Brittany Gladback.
One of part of the Farmington Final Four team.
Yes.
Former employee of KFMO. She used to update the website for us and did a great job.
Former employee at the Farmington Regional Chamber of Commerce as well. So Brittany, and she's a mama. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Marilyn Berry. I think one of my favorite baby boomer moments was when her and Alan did Sonny and Cher.
Yeah, they're pretty good at it.
They were pretty good at that. Happy birthday to you, Marilyn. And Todd Boozenbark. One of the many Boozenbark
the
folks.
Boozenbark boys.
Yeah, happy birthday to you, Todd. I hope you're doing great.
Todd's the best looking, right?
Oh, well, that's what Todd will tell you. That's what Todd will tell you.
Happy birthday. How about Michael Ludwig, Hurryville Golf Course?
Yep.
He's the best club guy around if you need a club, too. Happy birthday, Michael. Hope it's a great day for you.
Bit of a character.
Bit of a character, yes, no doubt about that. And speaking of a bit of a character, Brian McNamara, local attorney at law in our community, celebrating a birthday on Monday. Happy birthday, Brian. Hope you have a great day. What about Tuesday, March 24th?
Tuesday is all you.
Okay, I have a few. I have Emily Barnhouse celebrating a birthday on Tuesday. Happy birthday, Emily. Adam Miller celebrating a birthday on Tuesday as well. Donna Bergner, had the pleasure of working with Donna at the Daily Journal, my second stint there. Always a sweet lady. Happy birthday. Dorothy Adams with a birthday on Tuesday. Happy birthday, Dorothy. And junior in my sports broadcasting class, Julian Clemens, with a birthday on Tuesday. Happy birthday, King Julian. Wednesday, March 25th.
Wednesday, Garrett Boatwright celebrating a birthday. I'm not sure if he's still on the Farmington City Council or not.
I'm sure he's still looking at Jules.
Well, I know his dad is for sure, yeah. Garrett, happy birthday to you. And Jay Sheets celebrating a birthday. America's biggest loser.
Yes.
He almost made the finals.
He almost made the finals. Young Colton, his son was in my class last year, and that was always a great way to embarrass him by calling his dad the biggest loser. So, no, it's great. Happy birthday, Jay, former Mr. Country Days. Really, really nice guy. Mark Brockus with the birthday on Wednesday. Happy birthday, Mark. Michael Barton, Bismarck School Board member, running for re-election. Happy birthday, Michael. Mandy Little, happy birthday to you, Mandy. Used to work for the Parkland Pregnancy Resource Center. I believe she might still. Happy birthday to her. And then another student of mine, Caden McBride, with a birthday on Wednesday. Happy birthday, Caden. Best of luck to you and the Robots team competing this coming weekend on behalf of Farmington High School. What about Thursday, March 26th?
Thursday, going to start off by wishing Ashley Reed, one of my all-time favorite dental professionals. Happy birthday to you, Ashley. I got to know her. She's a Farmington grad. She worked at the Farmington Civic Center for a couple of years, and now she's living over toward Potosi, and she is a dental professional. Happy birthday to you, young lady, from your mom and dad and that little baby boy of yours. Happy birthday to Denise Poltz. I see her at the Civic Center all the time. She is a lean, mean, working out machine. Ashley Simmons celebrating a birthday on Thursday. She is a former not Country Days, but Azalea Queen.
She's
in the Fredericktown area. Yeah, right. Now she's in the financial world. So happy birthday to you, Ashley. Kelly Roberts, happy birthday to you, young lady, from your husband and your kids and all your family. Our good buddy, Jerry Freeman, celebrating a birthday. If you want to talk local sports, you're going to talk to Jerry Freeman.
He's a great resource, yes.
He definitely is.
He is also running for the Farmington School Board as well for re-election.
And he's also a pretty good cook. He can make a mean pie. So happy birthday to you. And my buddy, Brian Oster, celebrates a birthday on Thursday. Brian is a retired electrician. His nickname is Rooster. And I can't help but thinking, if you've got a nickname of Rooster, odds are you're not going to be a doctor or a lawyer, because who wants to say, there's my lawyer, Rooster. Or, there's my surgeon, Rooster.
Rooster Law.
No. Electrician is a very good career for a guy nicknamed Rooster. So, Brian, happy birthday to you, buddy. Hope you're doing well.
Outside of those, my only birthday I have for Thursday is Dan Mayberry. Dan is a bigwig. I can't remember which university he's with, but he's a bigwig with one of the middle of the state universities. Happy birthday, Dan. Hope you have a great day. What about Friday, March 27th?
Friday, soon to join the ranks of my world, the retired world, Mindy Southern with the Farmington School District.
Yes, that is her last day.
On her birthday?
Yes.
Happy birthday to you,
And
Mindy.
I was like, I thought for sure she was, sticking around until like June 1. And the other day she's like, oh, yeah, March 27th is my last day. And I'm like, what?
Mindy, thank you for all the help you've given us on the podcast. And just for being an awesome
all the help you
human
give me
being.
as a teacher. Oh, my goodness.
And how
Big
you
time.
managed to retire at the age of 32, I know,
but quite admirable. Quite admirable.
And I also have Tim Womble on the birthday list back when Mario's Italia was open.
Oh, yeah.
He had bought that when it was still in Bonne Terre, moved it to Farmington, and did pretty good for several years. But now he's retired and working elsewhere. But, Tim, you had some of the best Italian food around, so happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to Caroline Drake, fine educator at Bismarck High School. Hope you have a great day. I think she teaches maybe some middle school, too. Happy birthday to you. Scott Griffin from Griffin Automotive with a birthday on Friday. Happy birthday, Scott. Jana Haggerty. Jana is the Nightline coach at Farmington High School and works in the middle school as well. I believe she's a speech therapist. Happy birthday, Jana. Hope you have a great day on Friday. Jared Keene with a birthday on Friday. Happy birthday, Jared. And John Kraus, a man who I would not want to wrestle, the director of safety at the Farmington School District with a birthday on Friday.
And a bonus birthday.
Ooh, bonus.
One that's going to get good suck-up points for Jason. Walt Redeker has a birthday on Saturday.
Yeah, Uncle Walter.
Yeah.
Hey, Uncle Walt. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. That way I won't forget Uncle Walter's birthday. Very, very cool. So those are your birthdays and your anniversaries. Quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the show with a little musical discussion on the Parkland podcast. Good morning.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries. Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
Wrapping it up here on the Parkland podcast on the Saturday morning, 9:54. What have we warmed up to? Because it just looks warmer outside. We were at 51. We're at 59 still, and we're going to reach 91 today. This at the end of the podcast, we come up with a song that's been like stuck in our head this week. Actually, you know what? I just thought of one that I want to do instead. And then we have Mark names a band, and we discuss the greatest hits of that band and decide what song we would take with us to a desert island to represent that band. Do you have a song of the week to tell us about this week?
Yeah, it's from The Who.
The Who.
There's so many great, great, great songs by The Who, because that's my favorite band of all time. This is a really good song from The Who. I wouldn't put it in the great category. It's from their Face Dances album called You'd Better You Bet. Good tune. See, yeah, that's it. It was the last song from The Who to crack the top 20 on the charts.
Really?
Very catchy, great tune, and they reference T-Rex. You got to love any song that references T-Rex. So that's my song of the day. Anything from The Who would qualify, but that's the one I'm going with today.
Well, we were talking about NyQuil this week. I had a little bit of NyQuil on Tuesday night. And there's a song called NyQuil Driver by They Might Be Giants. It's on their John Henry album. And so we were trying to find that on the boys' Spotify. And it's actually, the title of the song is AKA Driver, because when they tried to publish it as NyQuil Driver, which we learned by digging deeper into the song, The NyQuil company or whatever company owned them said they would sue them. So they made the name of the song AKA Driver and did not post any of the lyrics in the liner notes as to avoid a lawsuit. But NyQuil Driver by They Might Be Giants. Check it out on the John Henry album, which is my second favorite They Might Be Giants album, right behind Flood. Did you ever listen to They Might Be Giants?
Sure.
Sure. All right, band of the week. If there was a band and we only got one of their songs to take with us on a desert island, what would that be? Today's band is Chicago.
Chicago. Mine would be early Chicago.
Yeah,
and it would either
that's the
be
best.
It would either be Make Me Smile or 25 or 6 to 4.
Ooh, Make Me
Make me smile.
So you're not a big Peter Cetera?
I'm not a big bubblegum.
The bubblegummy stuff?
I didn't like it when Journey went a little bit bubblegum. I didn't like it when Chicago went a little bubblegum. I hated it when REO Speedwagon did it.
Right.
I'm consistent that way.
What was Chicago's first name? Do you remember?
It was Chicago Transit Authority.
Yes.
But they had to change it because there actually was a Chicago Transit Authority.
Yeah.
And they threatened to take him to court.
Yeah, so they just dropped it and made themselves Chicago. Another interesting Chicago story. Peter Cetera is a big, I want to say, Giants fan. And whenever the band was cutting an album, they went to a Giants-Dodgers game at Dodger Stadium, and he got the crap beat out of him by a Dodger fan.
Oh.
And when they recorded 25 or 6 to 4, he literally had his jaw wired shut. So he is singing that, I don't know if you knew that or not. Interesting
did not know that.
rock and roll story that I learned recently about Chicago. Boy, I really do like Make Me Smile, Color My World. Just the guitar work, especially in the early days
Great
of
guitar
Chicago.
players, yes.
And the guy died, right? That was and that kind of
One of the guys, he accidentally
their
shot
main
himself.
dude, yeah. And so that kind of pushed the band in more of a horn direction, which ultimately led
Well, they've always
to the
run
80s.
a horn direction, though.
But I mean, as far as like their 80s sound, though, was a lot more,
That's
as
the
you say,
bubble
bubblegum. After all that we've been through,
Stop.
I will make it up to you.
Stop. That's enough.
There you go. Chicago. So, if you go with Make Me Smile, I'll go with Color My World, and then we'll play them back to back, and they'll like blend in perfectly together from that first Chicago album. Who do we have coming up on next week's show?
Well, it'll be a cavalcade of stars because we will be at Feed My Sheep in Desloge.
Wow. So that we're staying in the 63601, but moving slightly across town. I guess I need to make sure that. Well, we told them we were coming. We told the two main people that were coming.
I reminded Glenda Strawn that we'd be
Okay. But I probably need to reach out to
Elizabeth.
Pastor Bradford and make sure that we have internets and all that good stuff, and make sure he knows we're there too. I'm sure they're welcoming everybody on that day, but people sometimes get a little worried when they see somebody show up with a bunch of radio equipment.
I would definitely get there early.
Yeah, so we're going to check that out. That starts at 9 o'clock next Saturday. We'll start the podcast at our normal time of 8 o'clock. Hey, thanks to all of our great guests today. We had Pete Pasternak, Stephanie Daffron, and Keith Probst from the City of Desloge. We had Mark Cook and Dustin Motley Crew, that's how I remembered that, from Cook Financial and F3. And then Farmington R7 Board of Education candidate Vanessa Pegram was nice enough to join us before she gallivants halfway across the world.
And shout out to the girls from Subway once again. Went and got a great meal yesterday. I love those girls. They are the best.
And eventually you're going to be like a full-on mayonnaise freak. Thanks to them.
Yes. Thanks to them.
And the cook, Vanessa left us some cookies. Show those on the podcast. They look really,
Local
really good.
elections matter.
Yeah, that's
no
true.
doubt about it.
No doubt about it. Thank you, Vanessa, for coming in to talk to us today. And, next week's going to be a free-for-all, lots of fun. April 7th, election night coverage will be coming your way as soon as the polls close. That's brought to you by Pettis Automotive, by Kent Sissom, candidate for St. Francis County Commissioner, and Mac Tech Center sponsoring our election night coverage as well. So make sure you check that out. Otherwise, have yourself a great week. Get out and enjoy that hot, hot weather. Turn the air on. Make sure it still works. And keep on listening to the Parkland Podcast.